We continue to talk about missions money matters because it matters that we give to the work of God. And our greatest motivation as we give should be love. That God loved us, He sent Christ, and God desires that many people would love Him. And He loves us even in sending us out to share the gospel with others. So love for Christ and seeing many people come to the knowledge of Christ and established in the faith should be our greatest motivation. So in the next few weeks we will talk about the rewards of giving to missions. The last video we did was the example of Paul, and so we will use Philippians chapter 4 verse 15 to 20 to see several rewards of giving to mission work. And when we understand this, we shall become like the Macedonian believers in 2 Corinthians 8 verse 1 to 5, who were begging Paul to receive their giving. They were literally begging to give, to be included among the churches that were giving. Now, the first reward of giving to missions we shall see in Philippians 4 verse 15 and 16. He says, "Now you Philippians know also that in the beginning of the gospel, when I departed from Macedonia, no church shared with me concerning giving and receiving, but you only. For even in Thessalonica you sent aid once and again for my necessity." So the first reward that we shall look today of giving to missions is that the gospel moves forward. The gospel moves forward. Here he has mentioned Macedonia, when I departed from Macedonia. In verse 15, in verse 16, he says, even in Thessalonica, you sent aid once and again. So when we give, we are ensuring that the gospel does not stop with us. We give so that others can keep going and taking the gospel to other regions. So the gospel keeps moving when we give. And in Kenya we sing a Swahili song that says, "Iende mbele injili yo, iende mbele injili ya Yesu, iende mbele." That the gospel of Christ should always be moving forward, and it will be enabled to move forward through our giving, so that those who have been called to go to places that we may not be able to go can go to those places and do the work of God. Romans chapter 10 verse 15. "And how shall they preach unless they are sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of those who preach the gospel of peace, who bring glad tidings of good things." And remember, we said that both the goer and the sender are very important. So you can preach the gospel by giving your resources, your finances, so that the gospel can continue moving forward. God bless you. Next week we will see the second reward